Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. The lithography machine is the core equipment for chip manufacturing. Currently, it is completely monopolized by ASML in the mid to high-end market. ASML itself is just an assembly plant. More than 90% of its parts come from more than 20 countries around the world. As it is difficult to get rid of American technology, ASML has completely lost its right to operate independently. In the past, domestic companies were overly concerned about profits, and were deeply trapped in the thinking of, it is better to buy than to make, and it is better to rent than to buy. This also led to the complete loss of the idea of independent research and development. High-tech products are completely dependent on imports from Western countries. While they make a lot of money, they are also extremely arrogant. When our scientists visited the ASML headquarters in the Netherlands, they were ridiculed. Even if the lithography machine drawings are placed in front of us, we can't make it. At that time, the domestic semiconductor industry was indeed a mess, and we could only endure it, but this does not mean that we accepted such a result. Under the pressure of Western countries, we can only speed up the pace of self-research. The birth of Huawei 5G is a watershed, which has also caused concern in the United States. In order to maintain its own technological hegemony, it has started to launch the chip rules for semiconductors, which have gradually spread to various fields, gradually involving drones, new energy, culture, transportation, and other industries. Domestic companies naturally understand that if they compromise again this time, they will never be able to stand up again. They plunged directly into independent research and development, and hand-torn steel, beta satellites, artificial suns, 5G shield machines, etc. have all become the world's first. Western countries have also been completely shocked by the Eastern power. But at that time, the United States had no way out for face, so it could only bite the bullet and make a big entity list, directly including more than 1,000 Chinese companies in the entity list. But after the return of Kirin 9000S, all these blockades became useless, and ASML's unlucky days began. After the signing of the US-Japan-Netherlands tripartite agreement, ASML's dream of insisting on shipping to the Chinese mainland market was shattered. Starting from January 1, 2024, it was officially banned from selling equipment. The former CEO Wenning, who was friendly to the Chinese market, was also dismissed. After the new CEO took office, ASML completely stood on the side of the United States, and said in public that there is a way to remotely lock TSMC's lithography machine. Such remarks are already very clear, meaning that the lithography machines produced by ASML have been left with a backdoor, which is obviously a common trick of the United States. This means that the lithography machines exported to mainland China also have similar situations. You must know that we imported 88 lithography machines from ASML in the first half of this year. If the equipment is locked, the impact on us is huge. Unexpectedly, ASML has really come to this step. According to recent news from the Global Times, under pressure from the United States, the Netherlands has urgently announced an important decision. it has begun to plan to limit the after-sales service of lithography machines for Chinese customers, mainly targeting the DUV lithography machines currently shipped, which are expected to be unable to operate normally next year. If this is true, the domestic mid to high-end semiconductor industry may be annihilated. At present, China's completely domestically produced lithography machine process is maintained at around 65 nanometers. Combined with the current situation, overseas media have given pessimistic responses. China's path to chip manufacturing will be blocked. But in fact, China has already been prepared. Not long ago, China announced an argon fluoride lithography machine with an accuracy of 8 nanometers. The overall process has broken through below 65 nanometers. Through multiple exposure processes, it can meet the current domestic chip use needs. More importantly, Shanghai Microelectronics has conquered the core technology of 28 nanometers lithography machines and is currently in the supply chain integration stage. It is estimated that it will be mass-produced in a short time. When it comes to this step, ASML will also completely withdraw from the Chinese market. We have given enough opportunities to the Netherlands and ASML. If they still insist on standing with the United States, don't blame us for being rude. The achievements of European and American countries in the past century have been surpassed by us in just 20 years. I guess they are too panicked and have made many extreme behaviors. From the moment ASML decided to abandon the Chinese mainland market, it had few options for retreat. Although the top NA EUV lithography machine has been shipped, it has no customers except Intel and TSMC. TSMC currently serves American companies, and American companies' chips are all imported to China. But now this closed loop has been broken. Once China stops importing high-end chips from Europe and the United States, the industrial chain will collapse directly. The power of the Chinese market cannot be underestimated. What do you think of this?